What's going on, Feed the Beasters? JD here with another episode of Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved on the Zekrid server, and I'm streaming and talking smack to people like Screw Reality and Ultav and Toglock and Clear Drago and Shazanzi and Teftit and Ultav. Oh my god, Fast Pizza. All on my stream. Anyways, we're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna do some cool stuff like upgrade our power grid. I was gonna make some. Well, we'll make some more. Why not? Okay. So the first things that we're going to need to do, because what we want to take is we want to take these redstone energy flux ducts that give 8,000 RF per tick, and we want to upgrade those to this resonant flux duct, which gives 32,000 RF tick, which can then be used to make other stuff like the cryo-stabilized flux duct, which when upgraded become infinite in their transfer capabilities. But the other thing that we can use these for, these right here that is we can make these 20,000 RF per tick Ender energy conduits, which are really nice. So yeah, that's what we're getting ready to do. Now I've got enough to already make some of this stuff right now, but I decided I was going to do 60 full crafts of it. And if I were to go around my base and gather up all the redstone energy flux duct that I have up here, like I have a bunch here, and I have a bunch there, and I have a bunch everywhere, I would probably have enough. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make some more of these. Recipe for these is pretty easy. Hardened aluminum glass, which I've got some laying around. I don't know what to do with it. We need to find it. Let's look. It's in one of these chests somewhere. We should probably do something like type lumium and double click that, make it a filter, and see if we can't find this hardened aluminum glass. Because I hid it from myself, and I hate it when I do that. But that's what happened. I wonder if I put that in one of my chests. It's very, very possible. The other thing that I'm looking for is I still have some of the Electrum blend already made. It would be really nice if I had an ME system right now, wouldn't it? How awesome would that be? But I don't. There's some hardened aluminum, but I have more somewhere. Stuff's not hard to make. I could make more of it right now. But I don't want to just keep sitting here making more of everything. And I should probably start finding things before I start streaming. Let's go check the big chests at the bottom. Oh, I also got our 8th nuclear reactor made. It's not set up yet. It's empty right now. But it is made and ready to go. And let's see. Do you have any aluminum glass, guys? You don't. And you don't. And you don't. Okay. I have misplaced this stuff. Okay, no big deal. We'll check this room right quick. I'm pretty sure there's none in here either. In fact, I know there's none down here. I've pulled everything out of here. Okay, so I've lost my aluminum glass. So we're going to need to make some more aluminum glass. That's no big deal. So the sad thing is that as soon as I make it, I'm going to find it. There it is! I found it! Okay, aluminum glass. Now, the other thing that I have some of, somewhere, somehow, is, this is used in, no, go away, enter, used. Why would you use aluminum glass to make that satchel? That's a bad idea. Anyways, it's used with this stuff quite often, and this stuff is used with this stuff. So I have, no, this, I need this. Was it this? Yeah. So we're looking for fluxed electrum. Alright, we're on treasure hunt number 2. None in there. Nope. 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 There it is! Woohoo! We're winning! Winning, winning, winning. Okay, dollar bills, y'all. So, what we want to make is redstone flux duct. Energy flux duct at that. So we need some signalum, we need the erothium dust, we don't have this. We need to make this. This consists of saltpeter, redstone, you can substitute niter for saltpeter, blitz powder, and sand. Okay, I think I have everything except for some signalum. So let's grab a little signalum. Boop. And we're just going to grab a few nuggets of that for now. And I left the crafting halo downstairs, unfortunately. So we're just going to come over here to one of these big bad boys. And we're going to start off by making the powder, rothium dust. There we go. There's 64 of that. Now each craft of this is going to produce 6 of these lovely things. So we're just going to do this, this, that, this, and that lets us do 32 of them. So there's 60. There's another 60. And we don't need that many more. So there's 2. Alright, so what are we at right now? That's what? 43, 49, 54, I think. 60? Is that right? Nope. I can't count. 61. We'll do one more. There we go. Okay, that's all I need for right now. I'm leaving the rest of that stuff there. Okay, so with these bad boys, we're going to need some more redstone. It's good stuff. Redstone. It's been my friend for a long time. It's gotten me through quite a few ups and downs. Oh! We don't have my magma crucible. The magma crucible is currently not here. I can't put the redstone in. I don't know what to do. Okay, I got some in here. So we're going to stick these redstone flux ducts in here and start filling them up with destabilized redstone that I have previously melted in a magma crucible. And I can't speak, I know. But we need to do something with this guy. This guy, we need to upgrade him. So we need some N-bar ingots, and we're going to make him hardened. Oh, baby. Hardened N-bar. So there's 4. Beautiful. Then I think I've got the other thing that I need up here in the bedroom where we're going to make it hardened. An electrum gear. Okay. And we'll just do it right here. So 1 electrum gear, 1 magma crucible, some ingots, and we get a hardened crucible. Melts items into fluids. It's a beautiful thing. So the advantage of making this machine hardened, and I may even go ahead and, no, we're not, yeah, I've got the, yeah, we're going to. We're actually going to take this a step further. Put 4 of those in there, let that melt down. So we're going to take the hardened one, and we're going to upgrade that again, and we're going to make it into a reinforced by pouring a signalum gear and putting some hardened glass around it. So we just need to wait for this stuff to melt down right quick. What this does is every level of this that I do, I'm not going to take it all the way to resonant, there's no point. Magma Crucible doesn't have any secondary outputs, but what this is going to allow us to do, and technically I may not even need that, we'll save that for a different machine possibly later, we'll make sure first, is, actually I do need that, sorry. It allows us to put better augments on it, okay? So the Magma Crucible usually sits right here, that's where its power and everything's at. So what this did is it took us from having 3 upgrade slots right here to having 2. And it allows us to increase machine speed. Now if you look on the augment for machine speed, it requires a hardened machine to use level 1. So this speeds up how fast the Magma Crucible works. So it can chop through that redstone a lot quicker now. This guy's slow. So we're hopefully going to fill him up pretty good. Because it takes 2 redstone dust that's been destabilized per each of these. Bam. Bam. Got it. Oh, we need 1 more. Yeah, no, we got 2 more. Oh, it cheated me. Oh, it's 34. And yeah, we'll need resonant if we want to go to max speed, as was pointed out on the stream by Ultav, but we're not going to go to max speed because it's already chewing through RF faster than we can feed it to it, because this thing uses increased RF. It's always used increased RF, and this is fast enough. So we need to fill up 2 more stacks of these things. So I'm going to fill these up, YouTube, and then we'll be right back. Okay, YouTube, and we're back, and we've got 6 and all this good stuff and let's get some crafting done here. Whoa, Mox fuel rods, that's not where those go. So what we want to do is we want to upgrade these from 8,000 RF per tick, and we're going to get 6 per craft of these, but we're going to use 6 per craft of these, so it's equivalent exchange. And we're going to do this recipe 64 times, and that's going to give us this resonant flux duct, which allows a transfer rate of 32,000 RF per tick. This stuff is gorgeous, and I'm trying to craft it all at once. There we go. So we got a bunch of resonant flux duct. That's awesome. This can actually be used, if we wanted to go a step further and create cryo-stabilized flux duct, like I said. It can also be used to make the energy conduit, which we're definitely going to be making some of that. But this cryo stabilized flux duct, once you craft this, and this takes ethereal glass and shiny ingots, this is used with cryothium, which we've made in the past, and it gives us these infinite redstone flux ducts, infinite RF per tick. So it makes for a really amazing, main line to run through your base. But let's take a few of these up. And see all this crap going everywhere? This is horrible. What in the world was I thinking? I don't know. But I'm hoping to clean some of this up a little bit here. Because this stuff that I'm going to be hooking up is a tad bit more powerful. Now this is the kicker. It doesn't really matter if I hook anything more powerful up to those ends right there, because they can only transfer out 4096 RF per tick. So yeah. But what is good about it right here is that coming into that one piece right there with these older ones, they now get a full throughput, which is awesome. And we can break them off here. I think, at least I should. Unless I'm retarded, which is very possible because I'm usually retarded. But yeah, this thing should be able to transfer 32,000 RF per tick. Each of these should transfer up to 8,000 RF per tick. So really, there's one of them that's not going to get full power, but I'm okay with that. Anyways, these guys right here on the ends can only transfer 4,096 each, so it should be fine. So we'll just come back to this and this, and there we go. And that should hopefully start transferring power into this. It's still being consumed as fast as I can send it in, but it's just sitting in power. And it's sitting in power through each of these. I'm still trying to find a better way to do that. Thought about just hooking the Tesseract directly up to it, but this will work for now. Alright. Let's get in here for just a second. Oh no! Come back. It got sucked under. I'm not going after it. Well, hello, creeper. What is that guy doing down here? Silly guy. Alright, so we're actually good to leave that connection intact. That's going right here. But this connection I want to change. Yeah, look at that RF input. Get it, get it. I need to find my other stone. I don't know what I did with it. There's some. There's some, but this is all like conduit. There's some regular ones. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that's awesome. I think one of those need to be hooked back up. Hold up. This one. And we'll just hook him in down there. Is everybody else hooked up? Good to go? It's looking like it. Alright, so these should be good. Can put this wall back on. Yeah. And now he's charging back up with the rapidness. Now keep in mind, I'm actually producing a lot more than what's going in this machine. Part of it's being drained over into this machine, like a large part of it actually. Part of it's running the excavator currently, a very large part of it. So yeah, there's a lot of power being moved around. This guy's fine to actually maintain the conduit that it's on right now. And he can go ahead and leach straight off of this system. He's not gaining anything right now, probably because machines are still filling back up. But just to give him... Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what I meant to do. Are you kidding me? That I am going to go get, because that wasn't cheap and I have no idea where it went. God, that was stupid. I do not like how some of these blocks break off and just go random spots. That's kind of stupid. I need to go make my ring of magnetization, which we may do that tonight, actually. Now that I just lost something expensive because of it. Okay. Come off here, go into there, and then come down to here. Okay, so now we're pulling. And I don't want to do any pulling, but look at this. Pulling 32,000 out. Inputting 26,000. So yeah, we have a slight loss. But that's okay. I'm good with this. So what's going on is that I have it inputting from back here and to the top, so it's showing a loop right now. The reason for the loss is because it's actually sending power back through that tesseract to power everything else, including the EU side of things. That's why this is getting drained. This is basically about to just act as a pass-through. But it's fine, I'm not too worried about it right now. Our power systems are about to change greatly. So there's that portion of what I wanted to get done. Now I do want to take a few of these, and we're going to need to use these with what? Some conduit binder and some reinforced servos to get some ender energy conduits. Now these only transfer 20,480 RF per tick, so they're not as powerful as the actual resonant flux duct itself is, but they have the benefit of being able to be run in tighter spaces, and that's what I want them for. I do, however, want to take some of these downstairs now. And we're going to remove these. And we're going to watch all of our capacitors very rapidly fill up to full from these nuclear reactors. And we're just going to take a resonant flux duct and run it right down into the tesseract. Now these connections are not needed. This is the power that's being produced by these three. Runs back through these lines over into here, into this capacitor, and then it gets added to the tesseract just as an additional little power boost. This is just a way for me to put some draw on all the wood we're producing. I'm actually going to throw a few more of those on there just for shiggles and, you know, all that good stuff. So let's unhook those. Alright, so now these things are transferring a very solid amount of power, and these things are going to get drawn down very rapidly. Now these can only put out 4,096 per tick, so we are still limited by these. We're limited by what we can convert EU into RF, and the limiting factor is going to be these. If we were to convert this into steam instead of using them as nuclear reactors, that would be a different story, but we need these to continue to produce platinum so that we can, because we're getting ready to move into big reactors, and big reactors is going to make a big change to our power grid. That's why we went ahead and ran these lines, because we're going to run these lines back into the floor later. The big reactors are actually going to go below here, so it'll all work out soon enough. Now, whoops, I did not mean to turn that on. I hope I did not just damage that. There's nothing in there to run it against, so I'm not sure how it would have, but yeah. Okay. So that's that. Now, the other things that we've got done today, let's go take a look. I haven't done anything in here, I don't think, today to show off. I do have some stuff downstairs I need to fix real quick. I think I got a chest full of golden swords we need to go melt down. Right here. Dun, 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 dun. This helps so much when I have my jetpack, and right now, obviously, I don't have my jetpack on because I've been dealing with nuclear waste all day. Go melt down my swords and build my golden empire. I melted that signalum down and made signalum. Winning! Okay, let's grab that chest. We'll take that one back downstairs into the thom chamber and let the rest of those golden swords continue to repair, because there's still like 200 of them here. We'll get back half of that, so we'll get back 100 and something swords once all of those are repaired. Look at that business. Look at this goodness. Just repairing all day. Love it. I need to set up the same thing and do a collection of iron axes for using to make Z-Logic controllers. Anyway, moving on. Okay, do I have any radioactive material on me? It does not appear that I do. That doesn't mean that that's true, but it doesn't appear that I do. So, that being said, hey, I didn't die, so looks like we're doing pretty good. We're going to go do a quick check on the excavator, and we're going to see how much is left on this uranium vein that we've been mining. Now, we set up the uranium vein in the excavator, I think, in the last episode, and from that uranium vein, before I go out there real quick, we'll take a look at something. So right now I've got 5,500 of the tiny piles, 44,000 of the uranium piles. There are none in here, fortunately, at the moment. Let's see. There's already a stack of 64 enriched uranium in there. Okay, well, let's go check upstairs. There are 11,784 enriched uranium in this box. So we've made a crap ton of enriched uranium to run into these nuclear reactors right now. I've got a little bit of MOX put back, and we still have a ton of purified crushed and crushed uranium, about 18,000, 20,000, 19,000, somewhere in there between the two of them, to continue making fuel cells with. And then downstairs in the actual reactor room, I've got, and these are quads, there's 425 quad fuel rods already in here, so that's like 1,600 single fuel rods. So it's given me literal buttloads of uranium so far. So when you're ready to start your nuclear reactors and you're needing to fuel them, go build an excavator. Don't waste your time with anything else. Just make sure you have the processing power to handle it all, because that's probably the thing that's killing me the most right now. In fact, I'm thinking about setting up a second and maybe a third MFE or MFSU, whatever I'm running. Uranium we wins. This bad boy just keeps right on trucking, and it's hooked up to a tesseract, and it's got a capacitor out here just to back it up, just in case something happens with the tesseracts. So if you leave your little core sample, and I'll give a thanks to OldTab for informing me of this, if you leave your core sample drill running wherever you find it, you can come out here and right click it and check it. So there's still 30% of this vein remaining before it's done mining up uranium for me. And then I'll be able to take this excavator down and move it to something else if I so choose. But the sheer amount of output from this thing is just ridiculous. And that, once again, this is my entire setup for my excavator. It's just the core sample drill, vibrant capacitor bank. This is just backup power. You don't need this if you've got a tesseract, and as long as your tesseract's stable. Tesseract, remember, it's running off 4,096 RF per tick. It's dumping out. The dump spot is right here. Dumping into an ender chest, and I have a world anchor here just to keep the chunk loaded. Let's head back. Now, I mentioned a minute ago that maybe I want to go after that ring of magnetization. Let me see how much time is left on this recording, and we may go after that right quick. So let's take a look. We're at about 15 minutes. Seems like, well, we had a little bit before that too. I need to check that one. That was 9. So yeah, we got a little bit of time left. We should be able to see if we can pull this off. Okay. So a ring of magnetization right here. This takes 4 mana steel, which we've got. Okay, good. We need to make a mana lens for magnetizing, and for that we're going to need some blocks of iron, some redstone, some gold, and a mana lens. And a mana lens is just some mana steel nuggets and a quartz sphere. Quartz sphere is nether quartz, a block of quartz, and glass. Block of quartz. Alright, so yeah, we can do this. We should have no problem doing this. Let's go get this stuff made. Warehouse. Let's grab some quartz. And I think it was like, what, 4 blocks of quartz? So we'll grab that. I got glass upstairs. I got glass in my hands too. It's magical goodness. So let's grab some glass. I wish I had my halo on me, but I think it's downstairs in the reactor room. Let's go get that real quick. I need to quit leaving that places. Every time I get ready to do something, I'm looking for that. I'm like, I don't have it. Where's it? Because I keep dumping my bags into these boxes. Okay, let's take this. Let's head back up to the bomb chamber, warehouse. There we go. Okay. We want to do this and this. Okay, and then we need a... Whoa, 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 whoa. That was not what I meant to click. I meant to click this. Okay, so we should be able to make that. So there's that. What? Why is it? It did not let me make that. That's really weird. Everything's in there. Apparently you cannot make this way. Why can you not make this way? Let's try this elsewhere. Not sure what's going on with that. Okay, click. That's really weird. Is there another way to make this that I'm not knowing about? Because it's definitely not going to let me make this. Time to do some Googling and see if something's up with this recipe. Okay, this... I'm not sure why this is not allowing me to craft. Let's see if we can relog real quick and correct this. I'm just going to try to log out first. I'm being told it might need to be mana glass in the middle. Let's see. Okay, so... let's go try that. Let's go make mana glass. I could be wrong and could be lying to me. So we'll just take this bad mamma jamma and throw it in here and get some mana glass. There we go. And we'll go back to our crafting table right here. So mana glass, these, this. No, it makes sense for it to be mana glass. Okay, there you go. So if you're trying to make this, make sure you put mana glass in the middle. Props to Ultad for catching that one. Okay, so now we're going to need some gold, some iron, and some redstone. We'll just go back up top for that. Or not up top really, we're actually higher right now. So let's see, we're going to need some redstone block, or gold, or iron block, sorry. Grab some gold, grab some redstone, and let's craft. Oh, we have to convert this. We're going to need that, make that into the mana steel variant. So we should have everything we need now to do that. Get some mana steel here, and then we'll grab another piece to make nuggets. Nougats. There we go. Okay. And let's do this one. There we go. So there's our mana lens. And now we want to take and make this one. So to make that, we're going to need these. So 2 of these. And then, what am I missing? 2 blocks. Have this, have this. Got that, got that. Got that. Oops, redstone. There. Okay, and that gives us our mana lens magnetizing. Okay, and then last but not least, we just need 4 more mana steel. And 1, 2, 3, 4 with this, and then we have a ring of magnetization. So that's cool. So let's put that on. And so what should happen is things should get attracted to me, if I remember right. That's how this ring is supposed to work, I think. Could be wrong. There that goes. Yeah! It does have a delay on items you throw out. So it works better for items you just are like breaking in the wild. So like, see how from far away that sucker just sucks it right into me? That's awesome. That's a sexy ring. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's one of the rings I've been waiting a long time to make, was that ring of magnetization. So there's another little awesome thing from Britannia for us. Now there are some other good rings here. The ring of Chordata helps you, or Chordata, however you want to pronounce it. This helps with swimming underwater and moving underwater, things like that. If you have mana tablet on you, it'll actually let you breathe underwater while consuming mana. Forget what Ring of Mantle does. Ring of Far Reach is kind of self-explanatory. Ring of Correction means if you start trying to mine and you're holding a shovel, it will switch to your pickaxe. But this is only true for items that work off of mana. These are uniques in which we need to be doing something we're not going to talk about right now. We're going to try that later. Greater Ring of Magnetization is basically an upgrade in which we can use Terra Steel. Hey, we've got some Terra Steel. Let's upgrade this puppy. Awesome. We're going to go straight for round 2 of this bad boy. Stick it in there and stick that in there and get a Greater Ring of Magnetization. Why not? Oh, yeah. That's right. Mantle is for speed up. That's right. So this will give you haste when you're mining. Basically anything you're swinging in your fist, it's going to do faster. It's also, it's going to consume mana. If you have anything that has mana on it, that will make you go even faster. So these are your rings from Britannia, and they are fun stuff. So pretty stoked about that. Got that awesome Uber Ring of Magnetization. There's also a few other rings in Britannia. Somewhere down here. I don't know. But the next thing that I would really like to get out of Britannia is this. Sojourner's Sash. But to do that, we need to get these Boots of the Travelers. And I've got to go find where that's at in Thaumcraft. What's up, Full Metal Ghost? Welcome to the stream. Just finishing up a Let's Play episode here. So this is what we're going to be working towards next within Britannia, which means I need to go into Thaumcraft. And I'm going to step into Thaum. So the Thaum episode the other day was really crappy because I had no idea what I was doing. But the guys on the stream said it was great. They had a good time with it. They felt like it was really organic. So I kind of want to reapproach that for just a second. I want to do some quick researching before we end this episode, just to help somebody who, you know, if you don't understand how researching works, once I understood it, it's actually really easy. What I would advise you to do is to pull up this, I'm going to bring this onto screen right quick, this website, and I believe you can see that on my screen right now. Yeah. This is Feed the Beast Wiki list of aspects. This tells you what all aspects go together. And how we're going to make use of this, and I'm just going to move this, I'll put a little, let's see here, add a source here, add window capture, okay, this one, yeah, okay, that'll work. And we're just going to edit the scene. We're going to make this a little smaller. And bring that right there. There we go. Okay. So hopefully you can see, you know, what I'm looking at in terms of the wiki right there. There we go. That should work. Beautiful. Stop editing scene. So now, I think that layover is working. You guys can let me know on the stream if that layover is looking good on y'all's screen. But so what we need to do is we need to make a connection between this fire run or whatever you want to call this and the magic one here. And this is Ignis, this is magic. So I can come over here on this wiki and I can look at it. And I just clicked the wrong one. I wanted to click this one. And I can say, okay, magic. So fire is a primal, meaning it's not going to connect with anything, but it gets used in a lot of things. Magic, if we come down here, is it's actually precontatio, and I know that it's going to work with potentia and vocus. So I can look for those two, and I know that I happen to have a lot of potentia, but let's find their icons, and they're broken up into tiers. I don't know the tiers all that well. Here's potentia and here's vocus. Now I know potentia has to do with fire. So technically, what I can do is I can put a fire here, and then I can just come and get this potentia. Fire connects to potentia, which connects to fire, and guess what? I can do it again. Fire connects to potentia, which connects to magic, and hey, I'm done. It's that simple to do the research in Thaumcraft. It's not extraordinarily hard, but after the episode I showed the other day, I felt it might be a good idea to kind of revisit it and say, hey, this is a lot easier than it looked when I was doing it the other day. You know, I haven't done Thaumcraft since Thaumcraft was created, and I had a lot of fun learning it, but I felt I did you guys that are watching the YouTube videos a disservice, and most of you were probably sitting there going, wow, this dude's a freaking moron. I am, but, you know, we got it figured out. It's working good, and I'm really enjoying Thaum now. I wanted to get that knocked out before I did a whole bunch of research, and you guys were like, wait, how did you get all that? So what we just got from doing this research was wand foci. So if we pull that out and we right-click it, we get a little achievement. And somewhere I have a Thaumcraft book. Here's my Thaumonomicon. And this lets me go through and look at all the different research I've done. So I've done Aura nodes, I've done advanced node tapping, I've done node preserver, I've done node in a jar, so I can create these nodes in a jar now. I've done master node tapping. I've been doing quite a few of these. And under each one, there's different ones for you to do. One of these is going to contain the boots that we need to make the boots of Traveler. We're going to need to research those, I believe. I could be wrong. But so that's something I'm going to be working towards soon. So that should give you guys at least an idea of how to better research Thaumcraft. And hopefully the little thing on the side of the screen there was helpful. This thing over here. And use that. It's cool. Yeah, from some messages from the stream. From Clear Drago, take note of forbidden knowledge such as the research mastery and things like that. We're going to dive deeper into Thaumcraft, and as I figure more out about it, I'll be happy to pass that along to you guys. I may even do like an excerpt of where I just go onto a creative world to dick around with Thaumcraft and show you guys what I figure out. But as usual, guys, let me turn this off. There we go. As usual, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subs. I'm up to like 130 some odd subs as of the time of this recording. And I've reached over 100 followers on Twitch. That's freaking great. I'm having a great time with it. I've got like 10 guys that come on and hang out with me every night. I really appreciate those dudes. So, yeah, if you liked it, like it. If you want to see more, like it, subscribe. New videos every night at 7. Stream every night at 9. I'll see you guys next time. Be good to one another. Y'all take it easy.